story time on how my ex almost unalived me on our trip to New York. So, about, I want to say maybe 5 to 6 years ago, I was dating this guy that I had met. For this story purpose, I will call him, we're gonna call him DeAndre. Now, quick disclaimer, I do want to say that this ex is unfortunately deceased now, and I am not one to ever speak ill of the dead. I just simply wanted to come on here and share my experience to bring awareness to other girls that domestic violence is real. It happens, and don't think that you're exempt from it happening to you. So, yeah. Me and this particular ex was actually on and off for about 3 years or so. And I'm not gonna get on here and say, oh, I was just getting my ass beat, like black eyes, getting fucked up. No, it wasn't like that. But there were times where he would get super frustrated at certain things, like if I found out he was cheating, because he cheated on me multiple times, but that's besides the point. But like that, for instance, he would hit me because of that. I found out something like that, or it would just be shit that I would do that he didn't like, so he would put his hands on me. So we were going on a trip to New York. I was originally supposed to go by myself. I didn't even have the funds really to bring him with me, but I went out of my way and we went over to Route 21 in Brooklyn Center. It's no longer there anymore. If you live in Minnesota, you know they took it down. But yeah, I took him to Route 21 and I got him a few outfits, like what I could pay for. Because honestly, I was on a little budget kind of for going on this trip, because like I said, it was just supposed to be me going on the trip originally. So we got him a couple outfits or whatever, but while we're in the Route 21, one of the girls, he was actually going back and forth with me and her, like with or whatever. She texted me on Snapchat while we were shopping for his clothes. And it's ironic because the girl actually had the same name as me, literally same spelling, everything. So she texts me on Snapchat and I tell him, like, you know, she just texted me and she's saying that you was just texting her and saying this stuff or whatever, like basically bashing me to the girl and wanting to get with her or whatever. So he's like, man, that's on you if you want to listen to that, woo woo, you know, shit like that. Me being naive and young at the time, I wasn't really in my right mind. So I decided, you know what, we're still going to go on the trip together. Like, oh, my man wants to go with me, you know, let's go and have fun or whatever. And I had met this girl back in Miami or whatever, when I first ever went to Miami for my birthday trip. I think I had turned 18, I believe. And she was super cool, super dope or whatever. And she had invited me out to where she stayed, which was in New York. And she was like, you know, we having this concert, this big concert. I forgot what it's called exactly, but it was like Moneybagg Yo was performing. She was performing. And somebody else big, I think SZA maybe. I could be wrong on that part though. Oh, excuse me. But I know it was just a big concert that I was coming out there for. So, boom, I book our tickets, everything. He didn't have to pay for anything, y'all. Like, he didn't pay for nothing. The only thing he paid for was when we left the trip and his auntie had sent him some money for our baggage. Other than that, the food, like the drinks when we went out, like everything I paid for. I mean, we even bought the tickets to the I I feel like the concert name is trying to come to me and it's on the tip of my tongue, but it's not that important. So basically, I paid for the tickets for us to go to this concert or whatever. I'm thinking we gonna go or whatever. So moral of the story is we get to New York and everything is going good. We having fun. We taking pictures. We walking around. We actually had a hotel in Times Square. We had a nice little view or whatever. It wasn't nothing too crazy. It was cool. The girl I was cool with at the time, she actually came to our room. We was chilling together. We even went out together. We went to this thing called the Do Say Fest. It was real cool, real vibey. So the first initial thing that kind of sent his like trigger off. So yeah, the first thing that sent his first trigger off that kind of made him tick a little bit was we were inside of the Do Say Fest and this guy was looking at me and like that he was looking at me and DeAndre peeped it and he was like the fuck, and he was going off for a second and I had to like calm him down, like, because I didn't want the night to get ruined. I'm like, chill, like it's not like that. I'm not looking at him. You got a pretty girl, it is what it is. So boom, fast forward, the next thing that sends his trigger off, my friend at the time that was coming to meet us or whatever at the Do Say Fest that lived in New York, she was coming down the street or whatever. So I'm like, okay, we got to go outside and wait for her, woo. So we had like a blunt or whatever road and we, was finna, and he was trying to take pictures with me. And I'm like, okay, we can take pictures, but mind you, we ain't have no lighter. None of us brought a lighter. I don't know why, none of us had a lighter. So the person that we borrowed a lighter from was finna leave. So we like, let's just smoke first and then we can take pictures after or whatever. Y'all, when I tell you that sent this man over the edge, like he blew a fuse, like just off of that. And I'm like, and like he stormed off, like walked off, like he was having veins popping out his head, like he had got super mad. And I'm just like, you gotta chill. Like it honestly blew my whole high, like the little high that I did get when I, hit the blunt a few times. Like I was like, I don't even want to smoke no more. I'm cool. Like I was irritated. Mind you, this is my first time bringing him to meet this girl I was cool with or whatever that I had just met in Miami a few months prior. So that was like super embarrassing for me. Like, like, ugh. So anyways, we got into that altercation or whatever downtown New York. And we did end up taking a picture or two because we ended up just walking off and going to this little pizza spot or whatever down the street or something like that. I think it was a pizza spot or deli or something like that. And we took a few pictures or whatever, but honestly, the pictures came out so bogus because I was just like irritated and over it. Like I was ready to leave his ass downtown, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm like, you know what, I ain't gonna do nothing like that type shit. So we ended up going back to our room. And this was actually the same night where the almost him unaliving me happened. So we get back to the room, we chilling or whatever. And I don't know how we got to this point, but I was in his phone or whatever. And he was showing me something. Oh, so he was showing me basically that one of the girls on his Snapchat had commented on one of our photos, basically. She slid up and said something nice or whatever. So me being like, oh, okay, like, just looking at it like, that's cute, because I don't know how females be. So I wasn't like one of them, oh my God, she complimented us, type shit. Y'all, come to part 2. Welcome back to part 2 of how my ex almost unalived me on our trip to New York. So I really could have finished up this part in part 1, but I had to give you guys like some sort of a storyline so y'all know kind of how everything led to what it was and basically what was going on before the trip. So when he gives me his phone and I see, that the girl complimented us or whatever, I guess I accidentally touched something on the screen a certain way, and it like scrolled up like some more, and it was other messages too. So he saw that I saw those messages or whatever, and I just made a face. All I did was like, you know, like when you see something and you peep something or whatever, and you're just like, you know. So that's the face I made. He notices that I made that face, and he goes ballistic. Like, he goes off like, nah, cause now you finna start acting funny and shit. Woo woo woo. Like, you finna be trying to talk to one of these niggas down here in New York and da 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 da. Like, in my head, I'm like, bro, we out of town. I don't give a fuck about that girl. Like, you know, like, I was not tripping, y'all. I swear I was not. Like, I wasn't finna start acting weird or nothing. Like, it was just something I peeped. Like, oh, okay, that was a girl that you was trying to get with, or y'all was flirting or whatever. That ain't got shit to do with me. Because we're together now. We're in New York, baby. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to turn up. Okay, so he goes off on me, basically, and I'm like, well, come on, you know, let's go out the room or whatever, because we was finna go do something, like hang out and chill or whatever. So we was finna go out, hang out and chill and stuff like that, and he grabs me, and we basically get into a physical altercation. And the first thing he does to me is he pushes me on the bed, and he takes his thumbs and he gets on top of me, and he pushes his thumbs to the back of my throat. And mind you, he has long nails, so y'all can just imagine how much that shit hurt. And he's doing this like really hard, and he's on top of me, and my mouth starts bleeding and stuff like that. Before I could even lift my body up, he gets on top of me again, but pins me down. He grabs a pillow and he puts it on my face and starts to strangle me, basically. And when I tell you, that was like the most traumatic thing I had ever really gone through in my life. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, like, for real. So as he's strangling me with this pillow, I can't move my legs. Like, my whole body is like this, but my arms are the only thing I can manage to get out. So I kind of, you know, had an advantage because I had some acrylics on. So I take my nails and I just start digging them into his face. But in the midst of while he's strangling me, my life flashed before my eyes. I literally had a flashback to my first birthday, and I don't even remember my first birthday. And I ended up getting this flash of my son's face, my first son. And once I seen that flash of my son's face, it was like something in me motivated me to get up. Like, bitch, you gotta get up. Like, he's strangling you. You have to get up. And all I can remember is that I just started digging my nails into his face, and he ended up letting me up, because I'm guessing I must have hit something that made, I think I was almost finna poke his eye out, to be honest. So I managed to get up and get him off of me. So once I get up, I'm coughing up blood at this point, like whatever blood that did come out. Like, it wasn't like a lot, but it was enough, you know, to keep me suffocated on top of him, you know, strangling me with the pillow. And once I get him off me, I'm just trying to breathe, and I'm just crying, and I'm like, get out. Like, as I'm trying to breathe, I'm like, get, you know, like, it was just like, I was fucked up, you know? So I'm like, get out, you know, whatever. And he was just like trying to calm me down or whatever, because he probably thought I was gonna call the cops, you know, get him locked up down there and stuff like that. But despite what he did to me, I was not finna do nothing like that. That just, I don't know, I could have, but I just didn't decide to do nothing like that. So after that happens, I end up basically leaving the room, and I left him at the room. I said, you know what, you can stay here since you don't want to get out. I'll leave. So what I did was I just walked down the hallway. Like, he must have thought I probably left, but I didn't. I just walked down the hallway for a second, and then I ended up deciding to walk back towards the room, and he caught me walking back towards the room. So I was going downstairs to get another key, and all I could do was cry. Like, it was just like so embarrassing. Like, and it honestly just ruined the whole trip, to be honest. So then we go back upstairs, and I was just like, you know what? You still don't want to leave the room. I need some time. So I just decided to leave the room again. And instead of going downstairs to the lobby or going outside, I just went all the way down the hallway. They had like this little cut, and it was like a door to like the stairway, I believe. And I sat there, and I took pictures of my face. I had like some cuts inside of my lips and inside of my mouth and the back of my throat. And I just took pictures of my face. I no longer have those pictures because it was just so traumatic for me to look at, to be honest. And I just didn't want to relive that moment again, you know? And I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Like I said, I would never wish domestic violence on any woman. But I do want to say to all the ladies out there, if a man hits you, he will kill you. He will. I don't care if it's just a little outburst or if it's just something minor where he snaps here and there and he smacks you around. No, baby. The first time that man puts his hands on you, leave him where he at. And damn sure, do not go out of town with him. After a man has already put his hands on you while you were in the States with him or in the country with him, don't take that man out of town. Do not go nowhere with him where you're 1,000 miles away from your family and people that are going to come to your rescue like that. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, I just want to say in this Ashley Janae situation should really shed more light on that. You know, use your discernment, ladies, too. Like, my gut and my discernment told me not to bring him on that trip with me, and I still decided to bring him on that trip with me. And that's something I shouldn't have did, based off of another woman coming to me literally the day before we were finna leave to let me know, like, you know, he's saying these awful things about you and, you know, stuff like that. But back then I didn't really know my self-worth like that. I didn't know how to, like, just let a person go, I guess, that I really loved. And it was just hard for me to just walk away, I guess. But I'm just glad to say that I still have my life and happy to be here with my children. But I do want to say rest in peace to my ex. God rest his soul. Like I said, I would never speak ill will of the dead, but I just simply came on here to share my experience with you all. And I'm sending you all peace, love, and light, ladies. Be careful, be safe, and do not let you ignoring your gut be the reason you lose your life.
Story time about how I got touched back in my country. So this was back in 2022 when I had gone back to my country. And if you know anything about going back to countries, you know that it is so sketch out there. So basically, we had gone for like a month-long trip, okay? And the last 2 days, me and my mom, we were just trying to shop for our family members, you know, trying to get souvenirs in. The whole trip, it was me, my parents, and my uncle. And my uncle and my dad were low-key like my bodyguard. I was 13 and I had like my uncle and my dad, like my personal bodyguards. So the whole trip, they were always by my side, low-key scaring the huzz away. But they were like just by my side the entire time. But the last 2 days that me and my mom wanted to go shopping, they miraculously somehow caught a stomach flu. And they were low-key like shitting themselves, like dead ass. So me and my mom were like, okay, let's just go by ourselves. Like, let's just grab a little bit of stuff and get the freak back home. So my mom was in the store and she was shopping for like my aunts and stuff, okay? She's shopping for clothes. And I was done with shopping. Like, I was like, can we just go back? So I was like, I'm just gonna stay outside the store, okay? So my mom goes in, she's shopping, and I'm waiting outside. And when I'm alone, I think I have really good, like, I'm very aware of my surroundings. But when I have someone there with me, like my dad, like, I'm like, la 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 la, you know what I'm saying? So I was very, like, don't get me. Like, I was like, you know? And as I'm, like, scoping out the scenery, I see these, like, group of schoolboys, okay? Oh, my God. I see these group of schoolboys. They were in, like, a group of, like, 6. But yeah, they were in like a group of 6, and they just kept looking at me, and I was like, oh my God. But I did not want to play the main character. I was like, Priya, you is not the main character, girl. Like, these people do not want you. I was like, stop being so self-centered. So I was like, okay, like, they're probably not even looking at me, okay? So I was like, whatever. So my mom finishes at the store, okay? My mom finishes at the store, and she's like, okay, let's go to that store. So I'm like, okay. So I follow her, okay? I follow her, la 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 la. I turn around. The schoolboys are literally following us. I was like, oh, hell no. So I'm like, okay, let's pick up the pace. So I'm like, we're like walking faster. Okay. And my freaking mom, she stops at another store. Oh my God. I'm not even like 3 feet, okay? Like, so she's like, just wait out here, I'll be really quick. And I'm like, bro, like, when you come out here, I'm not gonna be out here. Like, what the freak are you on? So she gets in the store, and I'm waiting there. And I'm like, I need to find some sort of safety, okay? So I go to this, like, stall. I go to this stall where there were, like, you know, street food. So I was like, I'm hanging out near the stall. The guys, they're, like, on the other side of the stall now, okay? And they're in their group, and I can hear them, like, whispering and, like, and I'm like, oh my God. And one of the guy, he comes around to my side, okay? He comes around to my side. And, oh my God, hold my hand. He's, like, asking, like, the guy at the, like, the street food. He's like, oh, like, does your food have, like, he's just asking stupid shit, okay? And I'm like, waiting there. And, I shit you not, he, like, graces his hand on my ass cheek. I was like, that's it. Like, I'm gonna be on the news. I was like, I'm gonna be on the news. I'm done. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like scooching. I'm like, ah! I kid you not. He goes to sniff. What the? So after he does that, I think it was like a signal or something. I don't even know, okay? Then they all start coming over. And I'm literally about to, like, fly away because I'm so scared. And mind you, this is my first time ever going back to my country, okay? So I'm already like, oh my God. So they all come over. And they're all, and it's super crowded in that area, okay? So, like, I'm being pushed left and right. And I'm like, I don't know what to do because I'm just such a petite, skinny queen. And they all come over, okay? And at this point, I'm low-key being touched everywhere. Like, oh my God, I can't. I'm being touched everywhere, but, like, I don't, like, because it was so crowded in that area, I didn't know who was touching me where, okay? So I'm being touched left and right, and it's not like a quick touch, it's like a full graze. And I'm like, what the actual, and I'm still, like, scooching, okay? I'm still moving, like, I'm still moving, okay? Then, oh my God, it got really bad, okay? It got really bad. Then one of the guys fully goes in for a coochie grab. He fully coochie grabs me. I'm laughing, but it wasn't funny. Stop laughing. Why are you laughing? He goes in for a full coochie grab. I was like, that's when I had to say something. So I turn around, and I'm like, what is going on? And they're like, what? You know, like oblivious. And I'm like, you just touched me. And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, we can really play. I don't play. So I was like, okay, we can really play. So what I'm about to tell you, I'm not very proud of it, but it had to be done in that moment, okay? So I'm like, okay, we can play these games. We can play. So I turn around, and I'm facing them now, okay? And, like, we're still being squished because, you know, people are trying to get in and get their food. It's not funny. I, like, when I see the moment, I take my hand, and I punch the guy's butt. I get a good hit. And out of nowhere, he goes, no! And all his friends like, what happened? And then I walked away. But before I walked away, I made sure to get another hit on another guy. So as I'm walking, I was like, and I walked away. And the other one was like, oh! And I walked away like the queen I am. But it's also crazy to me how, like, there was people, like, around me that were seeing all this happen, and no one was doing anything. Like, what the heck? Ew, like, ugh.
So I got a quick story time for y'all real quick. And it's just getting to the point. I am so sick and tired of bitches playing with me, bro. Y'all, I haven't put my hands on a bitch since I was 17 years old. I am 24. That's growth. That's growth. But it's getting to the fucking point. I am so sick and tired of people playing with me. Family and all. Like, it's starting to get to the point I don't give a fuck. I'm finna start treating you like a bitch out on the street. And then when I do that, that just goes to show I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you. So let me just give y'all the rundown real quick. Long story short, I let my youngest sister come stay with me. I moved here in Kentucky, where I am now, from Mississippi, because I'm from Mississippi, but I moved here for a better life. My baby daddy wasn't doing shit. He wasn't talking about shit. So guess what? I made moves so I can get more help with my son, and so we can get a better living. Came here, got on my shit. Boom. My sister, I'm not on here telling her business or nothing like that. But at this point, when you call yourself grown, baby, it ain't nothing to hide. She been at my mama's house since she was 16 because she thinks she grown. The minute I moved here, I was the next available household, so she came here. Me as being a big sister, I took you in. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you and my mama got going on, I don't love you no less. I moved here, so hey, why not move in with me? Boom. She started staying with me, y'all. Got her a job at the old job I worked at, Mark. Got her a job there before I left to get me a better job. I'm not going to leave out the part. She was helping me with my son. Shit, honestly, how I feel, you here, you in his space, shit, why not help me? You're not obligated to, but I done asked you multiple times. I done told you multiple times, if it's too much for you, let me know. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to do something, let me know. Oh, you love doing it. Okay, cool. Everything all good. Literally, anywhere you need to go, I'm taking you. You in here eating up my motherfucking food. Yeah, true enough, you was giving me $300 every 2 weeks. But hey, you gotta pay when you late. Ain't shit free. That's $600 a month. That ain't nowhere compared to the bills I pay and the shit that I got going on. So that was just a plus. That was added to rent, babe. Anyway, cool. Like I said, free air, free Wi-Fi, all of that. So making a long story short, one day we end up getting into it. I ain't gonna get too deep in that because people got their own fucking problems. And one thing about me, if you can't come talk to me like an adult, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want me to tell you. But if you come at me because you pissed off at somebody else, you yelling at me, you calling me all type of bitches, you saying all this, I don't feel like no big sister and all of that. You been wanting to say that, babe. You been wanting to say that. Cool, no problem. So whatever your deal was that fucking day, you took that shit and you took it out on me. But the fucked up part is you don't want nobody to say shit to you. You don't want nobody to correct you. You don't want nobody to redirect you. And it's me being your big sister, I'm gonna do it every time. See, the thing is, these little sisters be looking for a fucking friend in the big sisters, but I never been like that. I'm gonna tell you when you wrong. You do what the fuck you wanna do, but I'm gonna tell you when you wrong, and you're not gonna stay up under my roof and think you just gonna go by and do what the fuck you wanna do. No. So this is where it all started at, y'all. I had dropped my sister off that morning at work. Mind y'all, I used to drop my sister off and my son off at work. At work, because he go to the same daycare she was working in. Boom. Okay, so that day, I go to work early that morning because the situation happened at work, so I started to have to get on morning shift. Mind y'all, I'm struggling with that shit. Can't even get to work on time for real, because they don't have no ride in the morning. So I'm jeopardizing my job to get, of course, my son to school and her to work. But I feel like if you being his auntie, you looking out for him. If you know that I'm trying to go to work every day to bust my ass, you will be at least calling somebody at the daycare to come pick y'all up, because they have said numerous times, you need a ride, call us. Okay, cool. So I go pick my son up this particular day. Mind y'all, I've been at work all day. My sister been sending me a text on Facebook and shit like that all day. Didn't think nothing of it. I go to the daycare like around 4 something to pick my son up. I'm sitting outside waiting. One of my homegirls bring him outside. She was like, oh, bitch, don't think you're going to get this service every time. I'm like, what you mean? Me sitting there like a dummy waiting on my sister to come out the fucking daycare. She like, oh, Lizzie must be sick or something. That's my sister's name. I don't give a fuck. I'm airing everything out because I'm sick of motherfuckers. She was like, Lizzie must be sick or something. I'm like, what you mean? She was like, you didn't know she was gone? Y'all don't talk? Pause. That shit look bad. That's what motherfuckers don't realize. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And these younger generation of kids, it's so fucking inconsiderate, and it's just like they can't get that shit through their head. If you know I'm your ride every fucking day, you know my son go to the same daycare you work at, why the fuck you didn't tell me that you was already at home? But y'all, the crazy part about it, I was at home. I had came home for like an hour when I got off of work before I went and picked my son up. Y'all, the bitch was at home the whole time upstairs in my son's room and didn't say nothing. That shit weird. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's some weird ass shit. Mind y'all, I hadn't did nothing to this girl the night before. Everything was all good type shit. I could get into deeper details, but I'm not. I don't want to talk too much because time running out. So boom. When I get home, I'm like, what the fuck? I go upstairs, I'm like, didn't go up there with no attitude when yelling or none of that, but I'm confronting you because at the end of the day, I'm your big sister. I'm trying to teach you. You don't do no shit like that. You can't go to no friend house or nobody else mama house and do no shit like that. So I'm like, Lizzie, why you left the daycare and you didn't tell me? You know I'm your ride every day. You've been texting my phone all day and you didn't tell me you was home. Not that I'm trying to keep up with what you doing, because you do what you want to do, babe, but it's just the point about being considerate. It's the point about being considerate. Y'all, my mama have always said this shit. This bitch will give you a look like this. If looks kill, your ass will drop down to the floor. And that's exactly how she looked at me. She used to try to play me how she used to play my mama. But one thing about me, I'm not finna tolerate no shit, because guess what? In this household, we have peace. We have peace. You're not finna be walking around my shit with no attitude. You ain't gotta walk around this motherfucker on eggshells, because I literally let you do whatever you want to. But you're not finna walk around here and disrespect me and just think that, you know, you just got, no, you don't do no shit like that. So we end up getting into it. Mind y'all, my sister ain't nothing but a big ass baby. You can't even confront her about nothing and she crying and shit. This bitch immediately get up. No, don't say that to me, because you and mama was downstairs talking about me. If we was talking about you, bitch, it was nothing bad. It was the truth. Because now I see the shit that my mama be talking about with your ass. I was trying to take your motherfucking side at first, but now I see exactly what my mama be fucking saying about you. So boom, we end up getting into it and we had some fucking words. She was saying fuck me, calling me all type of bitches. Y'all, I literally don't know where this shit came from. This girl had an attitude. They said she left work crying. Don't know where that came from. Literally, she brought that shit here, and when I confronted her, that's where the shit started. But you and my shit, you ain't finna disrespect me. I asked you one motherfucking question, and you going off. You going the fuck off. Nah, baby, we ain't gonna do that. I'm 24, she 19, so we can take it there. You old enough to the point I can knock you the fuck out, because I'm really sick of you anyway. I'm about to give you the ass whoop my mama should have gave your motherfucking ass a long time ago, bitch. So we end up getting into it. Y'all, this bitch sliding down the wall, talking about, don't nobody never listen to me. Y'all never have. You let my mama get in your head. And that's not the fucking case. One thing about it, I'm not going to take nobody's side. Right is right and wrong is wrong at the end of the day. Whatever me and my mama talk about my sister, that shit is the truth. We talk about her ways and how she can change it. And my mama most likely be telling me the shit on the phone that she had to go through, and she'll be like, oh, now you see it. But when my sister heard what we were saying downstairs, hadn't you been your ass here unannounced, you wouldn't have heard that. That's how it fucking worked. Now your motherfucking feeling hurt. But y'all, the tripped out part about it, I didn't even say nothing bad about this bitch. The only thing I told my mama was she lied to one of her she lied to me like she texted one of her coworkers to come get her, to come pick them up the night before. Is y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So you do shit like that, and you lie to me like you gonna text these folks and ask them for a ride, and you don't. Bitch, you making the job I got already harder. If I'm already here busting my ass trying to get to work, mind y'all, I had got pulled at work. That means when you get pulled from off the floor, you gotta come work the carpet, and that's in the morning. I work night shift, so that was fucking me up. The carpet is between 7 to 3 o'clock, and I couldn't work that shift because my son's school opened up at 7 o'clock. So if I'm not taking them, they won't have no ride unless I ask somebody at the school to come pick them up. That's just the type of relationship I got in my old job. Mind you, she worked at this old job. They have said numerous of times, we could come pick her up. All she got to do is text us. But your motherfucking pride so big, and you just think you this and that, and you ain't got a pot to piss in the window to throw it out of. Bitch, I been told you, if you need a ride from one of these folks, ask them. Why the fuck do I gotta ask them? Yo, you got my child at the end of the day, but you gotta think about the situation here. I'm sitting up here trying to go to work, bust my ass at work to make more money because you here running up my motherfucking bills. So I'm trying to make a better life for all of us. But you sitting up here lying to motherfuckers like you text them to come pick you up. Why? What is the problem? What the fuck about that is grown? Y'all come back to part 2 because time running out. I don't give a fuck. I'm airing everything out. I'm sick of motherfuckers playing with me. And then when you be ready to crash the fuck out, people be like, nah. Baby, it get to a breaking point. So come back for part 2. I don't give a fuck. Don't nobody coming up under my shit saying nothing to me because I'm going to make a video on your ass too. Okay, y'all, so this is part 2 of why I'm finna start treating my sister like my little sister like a bitch out on the street. Okay, y'all, please go watch the first video to understand what's going on. So what I left out was me and my sister ended up getting into it. I confronted her about why she didn't let me know she was at the house. Like I said, I'm not trying to learn her. I'm not trying to go with your every move. But you know, at the end of the day, you still my responsibility. If some shit was to happen to you that day, how the fuck was I supposed to know because you didn't let me know nothing with you already knowing I'm your only ride? Only grown motherfuckers will really understand where I'm coming from. Or if you a big sister, you will understand where I'm coming from. So please don't get up under my video speaking no negative shit, okay? So boom, we end up getting into it. She ended up saying all kind of shit, like I said, shit that she been saying. You don't feel like a big sister? Well, you don't feel like a little sister. Y'all, honestly, me and my little sister never just had like a tight bond because I've always been in Mississippi and she always been with my mama. She don't call. She always be with her friends. It was one time this bitch was in Mississippi, ended up getting stranded. She was in Mississippi for 2 weeks before she even got in contact with me, y'all. Then she ended up getting stranded and then contacted me. I'm like, well, how long you been in Mississippi? Oh, I've been here 2 weeks. I've been trying to call you. Girl, you ain't called my motherfucking phone. See, it be shit like that, being a fucking user. So if I just really go and tell bits and pieces of the shit my little sister do, y'all will understand where I'm coming from. But anyway, so she got mad because she heard me say something to my mama on the phone about she lied that she contacted her coworker to come pick her up. Why did you lie? Why did you lie? If you know I'm trying to bust my ass every fucking day to go to work, to get to work, the least you can do is call somebody to come pick y'all up so you can make it to work, especially. And so my son can make it to school at the end of the day. Now, had you not been here, then I had to figure something out. But you as being my sister, we supposed to be working as a fucking team at the end of the day. If you know I'm going to work every day trying to keep a roof over all of our fucking head, then that's the most you can do. You know what I'm saying? So then she sliding all down the wall talking about we never listened to her, saying that me and my mama be going against her and shit like that. Let me tell y'all something. Me and my mama have always had a good relationship. Can nobody break the relationship that me and my mama got, and my sister know that? What it is, she's jealous of me and my mama's relationship. She's jealous because her fucking pride is too big. She wanted to be grown at an early age. My mama didn't run behind her. My mama didn't call the police. My mama didn't put her out as a runaway. My mama wanted her to see how life really fucking was. And now you been in survivor mode for 2 years and a half. You taking all that hurt and you putting it out on the motherfuckers that's been here for you. That's what the fuck that is. Let's really clock it. Because I've never done anything to you, bitch. But now I want to do something to you because I'm sick of you playing with me and I've been nice long enough. I don't know why people just think I'm somebody to fucking play with because I let shit slide. So boom. I end up leaving the house because my son, he was here and I didn't want my son seeing all this shit. Like I said, she on the phone with the main motherfucker that go against all his kids. The motherfucker the motherfucker she just got close with. The motherfucker that was blowing her phone up and she wasn't even answering the phone. Now all of a sudden y'all buddy and you want to go with him. Baby, this motherfucker ain't even got a whole house to live in. He got a half house, a halfway house. And I'm not even talking about a drug house or the place where people go for rehab. I'm literally talking about a halfway house. He live in that motherfucker with birds. So why would you even want to go stay with somebody like that? This her daddy I'm talking about. Mind you, he was a father figure of mine, but fuck him too because he thinks somebody owe him something. I'm sick of everybody. Fuck everybody on that side. I'm not playing. So boom, I end up leaving the house. I end up coming back home. Mind y'all, this is my shit. I wasn't running from nothing, but to keep from me putting a bitch through the wall, I just had to leave. I just had to leave. I don't want to hear that crying shit at the end of the day. If you can't talk to me like an adult, I don't want to fucking hear it. You doing all this shit like I did something to you, like damn near you verbally attacking me, and I'm sitting up here, I'm just confronting you about something. So let me move on. So I come back home or whatever. She didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I asked her, I said, you going to work tomorrow? She said no. That was that. Didn't say nothing else to her. Mind you, I was off the next day. She said she ain't going to work. I don't fucking want you here with me all day. Why you not going to work? So I stayed home. I did my hair content. Boom, boom, boom. That was that. So I asked her that night. I said, are you going to work tomorrow? She was like, yes. I said, well, will you be his responsibility while I attempt to go to work in the morning? She was like, yes. Okay, so y'all, I didn't end up going to work that morning because I just sat on it like, nah, I don't want nobody to feel like I just fucking need them. You know what I'm saying? Because I know God got me at the end of the day. My bill's going to be taken care of either way it go. I've been on my own for a good little minute now, okay? So she was like, yeah, woke up that morning, decided I wasn't going to work. Mind y'all, she already up with her clothes on. Cool. I get up, put my son clothes on. Another thing, this is what's pissing me off right here. She ended up getting an iPad on my line. I didn't know that they was going to put the iPad on my line. I just knew they needed my address. It didn't dawn on me like, bitch, they finna add this iPad to your line. Mind y'all, it's in her name, but it's on my plan. So I woke up that next morning and I was like, I noticed that the money had came out, but it didn't come out my account. It came out her account. She was like, no, I was like, you paid that bill yesterday so I could cash up you. She was like, y'all already paid it, but my ride outside. So now, the way that you feel, you taking that shit out on my son, because if you knew you had a ride coming to get you, why you didn't go ahead and take him with you? Shit like that, okay? So boom, cool. I dropped my son off at school. Mind y'all, it's her time. It's her time of the month to go and pay me. You been here. You paid me last time. You stayed. It's time to pay again. Boom. So I was like, when you plan on sending that money? She said, I'm not. You not? What the fuck you mean you not? You gotta pay when you late. And this is where all the shit started at. You don't plan on paying me my money? What? You don't do no shit like that. So, boom, she ended up going to work. Long story short, the owner of the daycare talking to her in the car, trying to see what's going on. I pull up like, fuck all this. So you mean to tell me you not paying me my money? No, because when I leave, that's basically all she got for when she leave. That ain't got a fuck thing to do with me. If you was staying with a friend or something like that, baby, you would have to pay up. So you think since I'm your sister, you can do shit like that? No. But like I said, y'all, I had every opportunity to, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? In this whole situation, I'd have had every opportunity to, you dead in your shit, but I didn't. Okay? So, boom. So she told me she not paying me the money. Mind y'all, my mama been my coach through this whole situation. If my mama was so against you, my mama would have been told me to whoop your ass. That's the thing. My mama been telling me, Chelsea, don't do it. You don't need to get in trouble. You know where you at. It's the Commonwealth state. You go your ass to jail. You're going to have to pay full price. And that's the only reason why I ain't with the jail where I'm at. Y'all, I'm really scared of jail. That's why I be fucking laying low. But it's getting to a point when you ready to crash out, it be like, fuck the consequences. It might just be worth it because I got the money to bail myself out. But anyway, so she make up the decision she don't plan on paying me my money. Cool. I told her, you got to be gone tonight. You don't plan on paying me, you got to be gone tonight. Mind you, been staying in my house 2 days. You ain't said nothing to me from the whole situation that happened at first. I done tried to talk to you. You was yelling, kicking, hollering, screaming, all that shit. So I left out. You ain't said nothing to me. You got to go tonight. Then you talking to motherfuckers I don't even fuck with. Shit like that. You got to go. So she said she was leaving tonight, right? She said she was leaving that night. Okay, cool. So time go on, me and my mama hang out that day or whatever, and my mama just literally a whole day, she was like, she is wrong for the situation, but Chelsea, you don't need to get in trouble. She was like, I understand. I'm just telling her, I'm tired of having a good heart and people playing with me, but then when it's time to get in that mode, everybody telling me not to do it. So boom, fast forward, y'all, we get to that night. I come home, she gone. This motherfucker wiped out like it was when I first moved in here. Cool, you gone. You didn't pay me my money. You said you was gonna be gone tonight. Okay, cool. Everything was all good. Honestly, I just felt like it was a weight lifted off me. Right hand of God. Okay? So, damn. It's just so much. I don't even know where the fuck else to start. I don't even know where the fuck else to go. So, boom. So, with the whole iPad situation, she on my line. Y'all, I text her at the beginning of March. Basically asking her, do you plan on paying that bill? If you don't plan on paying that bill, I'm going to suspend that line. I'm going to have to come get that iPad because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be responsible for paying for nobody's bill. No response. Got left on red. Cool. It's the beginning of the month. I'm going to leave it alone. Text her again in the middle of the month. Ask her the same thing. Do you plan on paying that bill? At this point, I'm going to fuck off. I'm not going to be sitting up here waiting on you. You see me texting you. You study ignoring me. It's giving like, bitch, you really need to grow up at the end of the day. Come back for part 3, y'all. Okay, I had to relocate to my room so I could put my phone on the charger. But this is part 3 of why I'm finna start treating my sister like a bitch out on the street, and I don't care nothing about it. I'm 24, she's 19 years old. If you can, you old enough to do the low down dirty shit that you do and say the shit that you say, you old enough to take what the fuck I'm saying or potentially take a ass whooping. So cool. Text her about the phone, y'all. Go watch part 2 if you don't know, if you're new to this video. Text her about the fucking iPad 3 times. No response. End up getting in contact with her sister. Love her down. Okay, mind y'all, we don't have the same daddy. Her oldest sister, my little brother, they all got the same daddy. Okay. So she basically was saying she got in contact. I was like, can you please contact whoever my sister's staying with? It's supposed to be somebody on her daddy's side. Can you get in contact with my sister, whoever my sister's staying with, so I can see if she paying for this iPad. She was like, okay. She contacted whoever, and she was like, she really didn't say much to me, but she said she's gonna get it handled. I could have pushed the situation a little bit further, but I didn't, because that still technically wasn't telling me shit. You're gonna get the situation handled. Okay, cool. Mind y'all, the bill due March the 24th. I pay my motherfucking bills on time. I'm with Spectrum. I had a phone plan with Spectrum and internet with Spectrum. Once she got added to that fucking phone plan, that's when the shit went up. Cool. So yesterday come, and I look at my phone because her card is on file, because they told us either my card or her card has to be on file. Her card was on file from the last time. If she was to pay the bill, I was just going to cash her. But mind y'all, she ain't even talking back to me. So it's like a big ass question mark. So I go on the Spectrum app yesterday, and it shows that the bill been paid. But y'all know how they'll try to take some money out the account, but the shit'll bounce back if the money really didn't hit, if they really didn't get the money. Because I thought of that shit because that's the shit that my sister do. She do shit like that. This bitch known for buying shit, doing disputes. She known for getting money out of me and my mama at the same time, acting like she ain't got no money whole time. This bitch collecting money here or there, doing disputes on transactions my mama done made. She a little crook. She do little cricket ass shit like that. So I just knew it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just sit and wait before I cash out my portion of my phone bill just to see, did she really pay that bill, or did they try to take the money out her account and it's popping up like he got paid, but it really didn't. Sure enough, if my name ain't Chelsea, that motherfucking bill didn't get paid. I know my sister. I know her like the back of my hand. That's what I'm saying. I'm not getting on here trying to down talk her, but it's just a simple fact. When you know how a motherfucker is, you can't even do nothing but keep it real. I know how you is, so I knew it was gonna do that. I go on the app that she said past due. That's when I got pissed the fuck off. Because it's just like, now you really think I'm playing. Like, it's getting to the point you really think I'm playing. So first thing I do is I call my mama. Mom, she still ain't paid this bill. And I ain't even gonna hold y'all. My mama was on the phone talking about a whole bunch of nothing. Mamas be right, but she was on the phone talking about a whole bunch of nothing. It just get to a point, when you get to your breaking point, you don't want to hear all of this shit. You don't want to hear that, oh, don't pull up, don't do that, you gonna go to jail. I'm gonna go out with a fucking bang if I do, because I'm sick of it. Because I know I can handle the consequences behind it and get bailed the fuck out. Do I want to go to jail? No. But I'm sick of people playing with me, fam. So you mean to tell me you don't plan on paying this bill? If you see this video, do you want to do this the easy way, or do you want to do this the fucking hard way? It's up to you. Because it's getting to a point I'd have been nice to you long enough. I took you in when you really didn't even fuck with me for real. I was just the next available household. Mind you, you moved out my mama's house to move in with somebody else's mama. After y'all quit talking or whatever the case may be, you was still living there. That woman ended up getting a whole nother house so you can get your own room. You end up moving out that woman's house, no contact, no none of that shit. No, nothing. Like the woman ain't give you a roof over your head all this time you been at my mama's house. When my mama really could have called the police on your ass, reported you as a runaway, et cetera, but she wanted you to see how the real world was. Now you been in survivor mode for so fucking long because your pride too big to be a kid. You do shit like this. But it's just a simple fact, y'all. My sister really had she really had it made in life. She got more shit than we did, even though that's not what it's all about when it comes to being a parent. But it's just like the treatment she got versus us. You got way more shit than we did. My mama let you get away with way more shit than she let us get away with. Y'all know how they be with the youngest kids, but she love to put up that put up that whole thing where, oh, y'all trying to go against me just because me and my mama got a good bond, and just because when I was a kid, I remained a kid and I didn't do what the fuck I wanted to do. Just because you and my mama don't have a relationship, you think me and her not supposed to have a relationship? Don't get me wrong, me and my mama to bump heads, but I'm the type of daughter, I make life easy. You only get one mama, baby. Sometimes that shit don't even be worth it. Sometimes it do, because I see other people's stories on TikTok and y'all really got some fucked up ass parents. But she try to get on this social media shit and just act like my mama is that way. No, my mama just not gonna let you do what the fuck you want to do in her house. And you think that shit gonna roll like that. So now when you get out on the street, you trying to make it seem like my mama put you out when you said you would leave, and my mama was nice enough to pack your shit for you. I can get all into that, but I'm not. I'm just saying. Girl, you had it fucking made. What it was, when you started talking to that motherfucking boy and you started fucking, you wanted to go, and lay up 24/7, and you started feeling yourself. That's where the shit started at. That's where it started at. You started fucking and you started feeling yourself, and you couldn't go and move like you wanted to because you didn't want my mama to know you was fucking. And when she didn't let you do what you wanted to do, that's when the shit started. It got to the point you didn't want to do what she asked you to do. It got to the point you would stay in your fucking room all day and just act like my mama don't exist. Phones, social media. A lot of y'all kids do that shit. I see it all. I see it every fucking day. Y'all stay in them room 24/7 to isolate y'all fucking self for no reason. It's them phones, dog. I don't care what nobody say. It's them phones. Like, but you want to try to make it seem like my mama's just a bad guy. It's always the fucking oldest one and the youngest one. My mama got 4 kids. She literally have no problem with her middle two kids. Anytime my mama needs something, she get it. Anytime my mama wants something or we can do it, she get it. She get the utmost respect from me and my little brother. Literally. My mama don't have no problem out of us. It's that motherfucking oldest one that think my mama owe him something because he decided to keep getting in trouble and shit. And it's my youngest sister that think my mama owe her something. Bitch, my mama don't owe you nothing. She don't owe you shit. Since you keep saying that we against you and all that, now I'm on it. She don't owe you shit. Bitch, you got way more than I did. Bitch, you damn near had a better life than I did. But you love trying to put shit out like, oh, don't nobody want to listen to you and shit like that. But when it's time to talk, you isolate yourself. Ain't no motherfucking body finna pick you up like a baby. That's the thing. Y'all be want to be grown until it's actually time to be grown. Y'all be want to fucking lay up and be on social media sharing all this shit and doing all this shit until it's actually time to get there. Don't know shit about no bill. Don't know shit about filing taxes. Don't know shit about shit. Barely even know how to pump gas. And y'all want to be grown. That's not what this story time is about. I'm just saying, like, I'm sick of these new kids because they think somebody fucking owe them something. And you think I'm finna go against the grain with my mama because you got a problem with her that you don't know how to fix, and she's tried to fix it with you multiple times, and she always get a slap in the face or something? Baby, we got proof. What the fuck is you saying? So, do you plan on paying this bill or not? Because it's like, I really want to get on that type of time, and I really want to get on demon time because I'm sick of it. But then again, I really just want to go about it the right way and press charges on your ass. So now if you don't show up to court, you will be a 19-year-old with a warrant. I hate to make our papers on you for $40 fucking dollars. But it's to the point I'm not finna be stuck paying for no motherfucking $900 iPad. So you already left here, and then you don't plan on handling your responsibilities? And the whole situation got me mad, like in crash out mode, y'all, because at the end of the day, it's just I've been too nice. I've been too fucking nice. Doing shit that I really didn't even have to do because guess what? I have one responsibility. I have one kid. I didn't have to do none of that shit. None of it. So I'm just trying to see, do you want to do this the easy way or the hard way? So I know a lot of y'all seen the story time I posted on my sister yesterday, and I just want to get on here and clear some shit up. Not that I owe nobody an explanation. First of all, if you don't know what's going on for real, please don't come at me talking about I was wrong. Oh, that's your sister. Oh, social media don't need to know that. Y'all need to work it out, etc., etc. First of all, when you try to be nice to a person for so long, sometimes it just ain't no working out, and they burn their bridges. It ain't no working it out. No, I don't love my sister no less. I don't love my sister no less. That's still my sister at the end of the day. I love her. I love her, okay? And can't nobody take that from me. But right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care. I'm done letting people play with me and letting that shit slide, balling my feelings up and putting them in my pocket. No, if you can play with me in private, I'm going to expose it in public every single time. I'm finna start putting shit in the air, okay? At the end of the day, my sister very much know what's going on. No matter what went on between us before she left this house, you know, at the end of the day, you still had a responsibility when you left here. And to leave me with paying a bill from a device that you have, that's completely wrong. So, of course, yes, I'm taking you to court. And yes, I'm suing you. I don't care how old you is because you know exactly what you're doing. You're not going to do it on your own time or none of that. You're not finna fuck up my credit and what I build at the end of the day. So if y'all feel like I'm wrong for getting on here expressing the way that I feel, I don't give a fuck. Yes, I started out the video rowdy. I did. But at the end of the day, I still got a relationship with God and I'm not finna ruin nothing I got going on to, you know, for some shit like that when I can just take it to the judge. I ain't got time for that. I got too much to lose. Something that a lot of motherfuckers don't. So at the end of the day, if I want to get on here and do a story time, that's what I want to do. If I can't correct you as being your big sister, then nobody will be able to correct you, babe. Nobody will be able to correct you, and you're going to have a hard time in life. The shit that I tell you is real. It's real. So, like I said, I'm taking her to court. I don't care about none of that. Don't come to me telling me to take the video down. I was wrong. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm tired of people playing with me at the end of the day. Okay? The shit that I do, it comes from the heart. So for me to get done like that when I didn't have to do what I did, I have every right to get on here and say what I want to say. But then if I was to go somewhere and act a plump fool, then motherfuckers would still be judging me. Like, I don't get it. People are always trying to judge your reaction when a motherfucker do something to hurt you and just expect for you to let it slide every time. No, I'm not. I'm not. Y'all can keep letting people play with y'all and wait to the last minute to explode. I'm done doing this shit. I'm done doing it. I'm finna start putting it in the air. So like I said, if you don't like what I posted, unfriend me. I don't care about none of that. So y'all, since I done already did a couple of story times on what's going on between me and my sister, I just really sat and thought on it. I'm gonna do stuff the right way because that's just me at the end of the day. It take a whole lot for me to crash out for real, and I'm not really no crash out like I used to be. I can take it there, but I just decide not to. At the end of the day, this is my sister, and I know if I put my hands on her, I already know what the fuck I do. And then on top of that, like fighting at this point and doing all this shit, it's really not gonna solve anything. So I'm finna go up here to Spectrum and I'm finna attempt to get this line suspended, and I'm also finna report this iPad stolen. And before you get up under my shit talking about some this ain't our business, this not TikTok business, bitch, don't watch my video. Do not watch my video. Don't watch my page. Matter of fact, block me because I put whatever the fuck I want to on my page. Y'all bitches put on this app who y'all fucking, how many people y'all fucking, so I can put whatever I want to on my page. Okay? So y'all just come along with me. So we finna get ready and go in. Let me see what these folks talking about. Cause I'm ready to handle business now. Hey, I was trying to see who I can speak with about getting a line suspended on my plan.
Is the phone paid off, babe?
No, it's not.
So you have to dial 611 and suspend. I can only disconnect completely, but the phone have to be paid off for me to do that.
Okay.
So is your phone with Spectrum?
Yes.
So just dial 611 and tell them you want to suspend the line.
Okay, so let me just break this down real quick.
Okay.
So my sister, she got on my plan. Mm-hmm. When she spoke to the people on the phone, he asked about an address. It didn't dawn on me that he was adding her stuff to my plan because I never did that. I never let people.
So she basically act like she was you?
No, I spoke to him myself. Mm-hmm. But I don't know really nothing about plans because I always been on my own plan. Mm-hmm. I don't let people get on my shit for this very much reason. Yeah. So he was like, well, she needs the address because, you know, in order for us to send this iPad out. I said, cool. He asked for my 4-digit passcode and I gave it to him. Mm-hmm. So see, the thing is, they sent the iPad out to her, but some way, somehow, her payment got canceled, and she tried to act like she didn't know that it got canceled for some odd reason.
They have been doing that to people. I will say that, even though she's doing you dirty.
And I asked him, well, why would y'all send out an iPad if y'all ain't received the money for it? Yeah. And he was like, well, when they do something like a 2-day fast shipping, et cetera, I was like, that's understandable. So she paid that bill, and now she don't plan on paying her phone bill, and I'm not finna be stuck paying this shit.
Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
That's you?
That's gonna be your best bet. That's why I was gonna come down here and say too.
Yeah, because she moved out the state. She went back home to where we from. So I already called down there and they told me that I can sue and stuff. I'm going to do that part. But I'm trying to see, like, would they still...
do in the meantime.
Yeah, like, I know I would still have to pay on the iPad because it's on my stuff. That's completely understandable. I just want to get it turned off and see...
She told you to dial 611 and get them to suspend it for you. And then go down there and file out police reports. And then you...
So y'all pretty much seen what they said. I'm gonna call that number and I'm gonna suspend that line, and then I'm gonna handle my business with the court. I already called the court, and they basically told me that I would honestly just have to have $85, and then I would have to have an address. So y'all, honestly, I'm a motherfucking detective. I figured out where my baby dad stayed at. He called himself trying to get a new address, and I found them for child support. But I ain't really down the motherfucking throat about child support, so I ain't even seen how they located him. But that's definitely the address. You can find you a motherfucker if you want to. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find that address where she's staying at, whoever she's staying with, baby. Google is very powerful. I'm telling y'all, if y'all looking for somebody, get at me, because I'm a motherfucking detective. I know how to find them. Okay? So y'all, I'm gonna keep y'all updated though. So this shit is just too much. Hey girl, so I told you I was gonna call you back with a little update, and just like G Herbo said, every day some new shit. Every day some new shit. So boom, check this out, y'all. I wake up yesterday morning or whatever because I worked the night before. I get a text message that come to my phone saying that basically somebody in my account trying to get a transfer pin. It ain't me because I've been fucking asleep. So first thing come to my mind, my sister been in my account. First of all, she shouldn't even have access to my account because Spectrum was supposed to change that shit. I shouldn't have no authorized users on there. So I go on there and I see that she done changed her phone number. She got a totally different phone number, and she's trying to switch that iPad over to that phone number, to whatever carrier. But it's just a simple fact, like, now I know you doing shit to be spiteful, because it's just like, you trying to switch this iPad over to a whole nother carrier, and you ain't even finished paying it off with Spectrum. Like, I'm confused, babe. So you really trying to stick me with this bill. It's just like, that's the thing about me. I don't give a fuck what me and the next person got going on. If I got business to handle, I got business to handle. Because if it was a bitch out on the street, you probably would have been got drugged. But I'm your sister, so hey, I can do the same thing. But like I said, I ain't got to do all it. I ain't got to do all it when I know I'm going to get the last laugh at the end of the day. I'm just saying. But it's like really, it's like the shit, like, wow, like, it's crazy. Like, you know, you really can't even get mad at the shit. So I call the people, and they basically tell me that my account is locked because somebody been trying to get in my account or some shit like that. And if she could still get that iPad switched over to another company, but how? And the motherfucker is supposed to be locked. Like, how does that work? And she still owe y'all. That's because that shit would still fall back on me. Like, because the account is not in her name. That iPad is just in her name. But at the end of the day, it's still mine. Like, y'all, this shit is really, it's really like, she really digging her stuff in a deeper hole, for real, because you ain't doing nothing but giving me more and more evidence. You know what I'm saying? Proof to show these people. So it's like, you really fucking yourself up. But I don't know. It's like, I'm trying not to just explode about the shit. And it's not even the simple fact that I gotta pay the bill. Money is never the issue. It's never the issue. I got the money to pay the extra money, but why the fuck would I pay for something that I don't have? And it's like, I can go home and ask the police, can they follow me over here to get this iPad and do all that? But they so motherfucking ignorant where I'm from. They probably just tell me to press charges, and cool, I will do that. I do that. I don't got time for all the other shit. If you ain't willing to help me, cool. But it's just like, y'all, this shit is funny. And to see that it's other people going through this shit, it's just like, who the fuck in their right mind finna get on somebody else's phone playing, knowing they don't plan on paying a bill, or some shit hit the fan and you just stop paying your bill? Bitch, that ain't how you handle business. Y'all young hoes need to grow up. Y'all ain't got no type of consideration at all whatsoever. It's just like, y'all don't give a fuck. But soon as somebody put their hands on y'all or do something crazy, y'all, you either crying, you either playing victim, you either acting like anybody did shit to you. Like, I just don't understand. But y'all, enough of me yapping. Oh yeah, and I did meant to tell y'all, I found that goddamn address. Be on the lookout for that. Watch out for that too. But yeah, I'm done talking. That's what the fuck it is. First of all, let me say this before bitches get in my comment just automatically trying to assume and they don't even know what the fuck they talking about. First of all, y'all talking about some, oh, y'all on her side. Y'all feel like I probably was going against my sister. If y'all feel like y'all want to be on her side because y'all feel like I'm going against her because I got a relationship with my mama and she don't, y'all apparently slow as fuck too. It just shows. Y'all slow as a motherfucker too. Cause not on God green earth, I'm not finna go against none of my siblings because of the problem that they got with my mama. That's a them problem. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna disrespect my mama. What the fuck y'all got going on ain't got nothing to do with me. But like I said, at the end of the day, my pride ain't that big because you only get one mama, but it take a real bitch to understand it. And apparently y'all don't understand it. Another thing, somebody mentioned the fact that my sister was paying me $600, but you got up under my shit and weren't even using proper grammar. But like I said, at the end of the day, yes, my sister was paying me $600 because first of all, in a time like this, 2026, you gonna pay what you lay. I wouldn't dare go to nobody else's house and live with them and not pay them or help them out with shit. So that's honestly out the equation. Sister, mama, daddy, whoever, if you able and you can get your ass up and go to work, but you living with me while I still gotta pay other bills at, cause ain't nowhere here where you gonna get a nice ass apartment for no $600. So like I said, that was honestly helping me out. But baby, money has never been the issue. That was just an extra little something for me. Cool. But whether I was getting $600 or not, my bills were still gonna be paid. My son was still gonna be taken care of, and I was still gonna do what the fuck I wanted to do with my money. So it does not matter. That $600 ain't got nothing to do with the situation. The whole situation is you got problems within yourself that you don't know how to handle, and when people try to correct you, like I said, at the end of the day, you think somebody's trying to attack you because they fuck with a person you don't fuck with. That's the thing. Y'all keep letting that go over y'all head. What all started this shit, I don't know what my sister was upset about. I don't know what the fuck she was upset about. That day before, everything was all fine. Everything was all good. This shit happened the next day. When you in my house, you living with a person, that's disrespectful as fuck to be sitting in somebody's house knowing they come through the door and you not announce yourself. Whether you paying bills or not, that's some common sense shit that don't even need to be brought up for real. They don't even have to be explained. So don't get up under here trying to justify shit and talking about y'all think y'all know what y'all talking about because y'all don't. So that one little situation led into the iPad situation. I ain't do shit to you, but one thing about it, you're not gonna disrespect me and my shit. You can go at the end of the day. So whatever the fuck you got going on, that's a you thing. Me as being your big sister, I try to be here for you and you constantly push shit or push me away. Or when I try to correct you or something, you feel like somebody attacking you. Well, it ain't shit else I can do because I'm not finna babyfy you. That's what you want somebody to do. And I'm not gonna do that. But you classify yourself as grown and you go for bad. That shit don't add up. That doesn't add up. So by you leaving here, you didn't pay me the last time you were supposed to pay me. Cool. Now you don't even plan on paying for this iPad that's on my line. And these folks to call me this morning because it's still showing up fried. Still got that out the way. God ain't gonna bless no mess at the end of the day. So however you moving after this situation that occurred between us, that's on you. Whatever you do, you gonna have to pay for it, not me. But still, don't get y'all ass on here talking about something. I'm leaving something out. I'm not leaving shit out. What is it to leave out? I got a relationship with my mama, something that she don't have, something that she's jealous of. Just because y'all bitches don't get along with y'all mama and get on the internet talking about y'all mama and shit like that and y'all can't figure y'all problems out, that ain't got nothing to do with me, babe. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Can't nobody break me and my mama bun at the end of the day. Point blank, period. Yes, I understand mental health is real. People really go through shit. But if you see it's people trying to be here for you and help you, then you need to take that shit instead of burning your bridges with them. So I don't give a fuck who's saying I'm wrong, who's saying I'm mad for no reason, who's saying they on her side. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't. I really don't. So don't get your ass in my comments talking and you don't even know what you're talking about. Listen to all three parts before you get the fucking talking. Hey, y'all, I know I look a mess right now. I just got off a 12-hour shift and I had shit to do. My head look a mess. I'm gonna get myself together. But I just want to get on here and clear the air real quick, because I just really wish y'all to shut the fuck up talking to me. But this is social media, so I can't stop y'all from talking. Everybody got their opinion. But let me tell y'all something. I don't even know why I really want to start off with it, because it's like some of the comments just throwing me off. Y'all hear a story time and just automatically assume that y'all know a person's life or what they going through. I know I got on this app and told the story time, and for the most part, I didn't leave shit out. I literally could have gave y'all different stories and scenarios of the shit I done went through with my sister. But let me go all the way back. Somebody asked me, was me and my sister raised together? Y'all, my mama has 4 kids. My mama has 4 kids. It's always just been her last 3 because my brother is grown. Okay? We was raised together. Even though we are 6 years apart, we was raised together. We were sisters. We just never had that tight ass bond like we going with each other everywhere, because I've always been older than her. I got a car before she did. I graduated school, so I experienced more in life. What the fuck am I going to compare to a 19-year-old other than correct her? A lot of shit that a lot of y'all motherfuckers telling me not to do. What am I going to do with a 19-year-old sister other than correct her and want her to do better than me in life? Another thing, don't get on this app telling me about mental health and all that. Let me tell y'all something. I work in a mental hospital. And mental health is 100% real. Y'all, I see the shit every day. I didn't notice this shit get like this until I started this job. Okay? So I know mental health is real. The thing is with mental health, people fall really bad with mental health because A, they feel like the whole world is against them. B, they feel like they have nothing to live for. C, they don't know how to control their emotions. That's why they are considered as borderline. And if you want to be 100% honest, some people is just born like that. Some people is just born. Some people will never snap out of it. Like some people is born with schizophrenia and they grown and they old and they still have it. Some people is real life born with mental issues, and that's okay. Some people come into this world feeling like the whole entire world is against them. Why? I don't know. I think that comes from the devil. That comes from the pits of hell, but that's another story for another day. Can't nobody get on here telling me nothing about no mental health. I went through mental health. I went through fucking mental health. I done had a baby by a man twice my age and got left to raise this child on my own. By the grace of God, my mama's still here and my siblings is still here to help me. I never exclude my sister when it comes to helping me with my son. I have always thanked her and showed her gratitude. My sister has literally helped me. Anytime we have stayed in the same household, my sister has helped me with my son. So please don't get on this app trying to make it seem like I'm just bashing my sister. No, a situation happened between us and I'm done fucking with her. You done crossed the line completely. But it's just like y'all blowing me saying you don't know what she was going through. Some people run away just to be where they're happy at. No, some people run away just they think they running away from their problems and they're not. I have ran away twice, and you do not run away from your fucking problems. The problems are still there. Then y'all got the nerves to tell me don't correct my sister. My sister that came out the same coochie I did. That's why people fall so short in mental health, and that's why they be considered as borderline, and they be so messed up because they don't have nobody to guide them and correct them. So don't get on here telling me I don't know what my sister was going through. Y'all, honestly, I don't know what my sister is going through. But I'm the type of sister, I'm the type of bitch, I'm going to ask you what's wrong. If I've been around you long enough, I'm going to ask you what's wrong. I'm going to pick up. Something is wrong. If I fuck with you and I love you, I just want you to know I study you. I study you. I'm not just around you just to kiki ha ha just to fucking be around you. No, baby, I'm studying you. So when something is wrong, I know. I don't understand. I don't know if my sister said this, but can't nobody get on here and tell me I don't know what my sister was going through when my sister can come talk to me about anything. She might not have felt that way, but if a person is literally sitting here telling you, you know, you can talk to me about anything. I know the shit that you got going on with such and such, but just know I'm your sister. You can come talk to me. And I'm sitting up here damn near telling you all my problems, like you can really give me some advice. When niggas that hurt me, vent to you about my baby daddy, vent to you about life in general. Of course, you can't compare to a lot of it because you're still young, but I'm still being a big sister, coming to you, telling you what's going on, keeping you updated on your big sister, just in case some shit was to happen, you already knew. So as me being your big sister, you should be able to come to me, but some people, some people don't pick it up like that. Some people don't understand it. So guess what? Hold on, y'all. My bad, I'm back. I had to get my boy situated. So yeah, like I was saying, don't get on this app doing it. A lot of y'all problems is y'all run away from y'all problems because of some of the time shit that y'all done caused, or y'all have all this built up trauma from shit that people have did to y'all before, and y'all didn't know how to control that or express that, and y'all ball that shit up and y'all throw it at the people that's here for you. I'm going to correct my sister. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all talking about. First of all, somebody gonna come in and say, people just need to be understood. Look. That's not a fucking thing. So y'all need to stop saying it. They just misunderstood. They need to be understood. Guess what? If I understood, I wouldn't be saying the shit that I'm saying. I don't understand. So I want you to come talk to me. I'm not a fucking mind reader. Okay? If I'm sitting up here telling you, talk to me. Talk to me. The world needs you. People need you. People love you. People are here for you. And you still feeling like I'm attacking you. It's nothing else I can do. I'm not a fucking psychiatrist. I hope I said the word right. But I'm not a psychiatrist. So it's like, it's only so much I can do. So don't never get on this app telling me not to correct my sister or what she was going through mentally. At the end of the day, my sister is going through something mentally. I can say that. And the reason why my sister's going through something mentally, I'm not telling her business, but she's been at my mom's house since she was a kid. And now she been having to figure shit out all this time, and that anger has balled up. But that's the you thing. Ain't nobody, baby, this is 2026. Ain't nobody finna kiss your ass, call the police, beg you to be a kid. No. Especially not my mama. You a kid, you gonna remain a kid. If you wanna be grown, you gonna get the hell up out her house. And that's what you decided to do. And she let you be. She didn't run behind you. She wanted you to see something that a lot of y'all parents need to do, because y'all too motherfucking grown in this generation. I'm 24 years old. I ain't got much to talk. I ain't numbered a couple years older than y'all. But I'm telling y'all, the way that y'all coming up, we did not come up like that. We did not come up like that, fool. It's like now, can't nobody tell y'all shit. Can't nobody correct y'all. And then this is another 19-year-old coming in up under my stuff telling me not to correct my sister. Please, I stopped reading that shit at the first sentence, because you all the way wrong. That is the problem. People don't want to be corrected. You're not going to make it far in life if you don't like to be corrected. And then a lot of shit, y'all can't help how people come off. Some people come off aggressive. Some people come off telling me, damn, you lied, you this. Y'all, I'm from Mississippi. My voice is aggressive anyway. But when I mean business, I mean business. Hey, you need to come talk to me. Whatever the problem is, I just want you to know I'm listening, and I'm here to give you some advice, because we're going to get this shit figured out. I work with mental people every fucking day. Don't tell me that. Them people love me, and I love the shit out of them. Because guess what? They can't help that shit. That's why they're there to get help, because they can't do it on their own. And if you see it's people out here that's here for you, that want to help you, take that shit, fam. Stop thinking everybody against you. So like I said, that whole little situation with my sister, that shit could have been completely avoided. But you taking whatever you got going on, and when I confront you about some shit, you automatically in defense mode. And another thing, like I said, me and my mama is not going against my sister. I have always had a relationship with my sister. If you know me, then you really fucking know. I have always had a bond with my mama, So it's like, miss me with that shit, okay? Miss me with that shit. It's about being respectful and considerate at the end of the day. If you knew that you was in my home for a whole hour straight without me knowing, you could have said something. That's a part of being considerate. But a lot of y'all young people don't know shit about that, because y'all not trying to learn. So if I come correct you about that, hey, you know, like, why would you do something like that? Like, you know, knowing I'm your only ride every day, and you just, like you was at your final straw. What the fuck I did? I'm just asking you, why would you do that? I'm not trying to keep up with your every move. I'm not trying to tell you what the fuck to do. It's about being considerate. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And when a lot of y'all motherfuckers learn that shit, life will be way much easier for y'all. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's not the fact that my sister didn't tell me that she wasn't home. It's about how she went about the whole situation. We got into it and you left. That one little incident, you left. Me and my sister got into it multiple times, but it ain't never been this bad to the point she just leave. Because you don't want to be corrected, babe. I can't help that shit. I can't help that. You and my mama ain't talking. Y'all ain't seeing eye to eye. I'm going to be in the middle and make sure that y'all still rekindle at the end of the day and see if I can make this shit work. And all that shit led into the iPad situation. So you're not going to sit up here and motherfucking tell me that I'm wrong. I don't give a fuck. Sister, auntie, dog, cat, snake, tree, I don't give a fuck. You play with me, I'm taking you to court. I don't care about none of that. Then y'all keep talking about just pay that bill and keep your peace. Bitch, I'ma live in peace anyway. But I'm not finna freely pay for no bill. So miss me with that shit. If you ain't watched all 3 parts, all 3, 4, whatever, go watch it before you get to comment under my shit because you don't know what you talking about. Now I'm done with the shit until I go to court. Goodbye.